Hello guys, and welcome to my channel. Here on my channel Reset Unwind, we will talk a lot about scoliosis and disbalances or imbalances of the body and how everything interacts with each other. So my scoliosis was discovered when I was 16 and it was a bit too late to wear a corset or to do something against it. So the doctor said you're 16 already and scoliosis cannot be cured at that point of life. So I went to physiotherapy and they showed me a couple of exercises I can do to strengthen my spine and to strengthen my abdomen. This worked out pretty well, but I always try to figure out if there are several ways to get my spine more lengthened, to unwind the curve, to stretch my spine and to gain like stability and postural balance again. I tried so many different exercises, different things in the last 10 years, and at least I discovered a few things that work for me personally. And also often it's said that scoliosis is idiopathic, which means there is no actual reason for scoliosis, but in my opinion there is a reason for everything. So I can imagine that I have scoliosis because of really bad posture I had at this time. So I remember myself standing always on one leg more than on the other. I remember myself shifting my hip a lot and always having my weight on my right leg, and my left leg didn't do like anything or didn't carry my weight at all. And so therefore my hip was always like not imbalanced, but always like that. And I can imagine that this had a huge impact on my future posture. Also, I can remember that I, as a child, always sat at my desk like this. So when I was writing something, my piece of paper was not in front of me, but I used to put it like that, and I always bent my shoulder forward and I pushed my weight in my right side, in my back. So I was hanging there like that on the desk. Also in front of a computer, I can remember that I always had my mouse in my right hand and I always shifted my elbow to the outward side, and my shoulder fell into my like middle side or forward and collapsed in this position. So of course it might be that people just have scoliosis just like that, but I can imagine that in my specific case, and maybe in your case as well, it can be explained when you go a bit back in your past and try to remember how you behave. Yes, and that's why I really believe we can unwind our curve to a certain degree, of course. I don't know if it's possible to stretch the spine out completely. Maybe it is with specific work and understanding of the body, but I believe that we can do something to elongate and to stretch the right muscles and to strengthen also the right muscles. So what often is the case with scoliosis? Specifically when your rib hump is, for example, on the right side, like in my case, then people often have tension here at the side of the rib hump. At the side of the rib hump, people experience often pain and tension, and it is because the muscle on the right side is very stretched. And because it's always stretched, there is tension which is eccentric. Eccentric tension means when a muscle is stretched over a long period of time in an unnatural way, like a rubber band. When you stretch the rubber band, you have a lot of tension on it. The same applies to our muscles. When it's stretched over a very long period of time, more than it has to be stretched, then there is a lot of tension which can cause a lot of pain. On the opposite, we have muscles on the front part of our bodies. So we have muscles in the chest here and the shoulder, of course between the neck and the shoulder, and these muscles are very shortened, and therefore there is also tension, but this tension is not eccentric but concentric. It's very shortened because we have our rib hump. This muscle is lengthened, this muscle is shortened. And shortened muscles or concentric tension doesn't cause any pain. So we unusually experience pain in the front part of the body, but always in the back part. And if you do massages or go to, I don't know, osteopath or chiropractic because you have pain in your back, They can reduce the pain by doing like massages, acupuncture or things like that, and the pain will go away for a short time. But the reason why you have pain there is still there because you have your rib pump, because your muscle is still lengthened, and because the muscles here at the front part are shortened. And this is the thing we want to reduce. We want to elongate the muscles of the front part of our body, of our chest, of our shoulder. We want to elongate that because when our shoulder moves back, when we elongate this part, then also the muscles in the back get released. They are not under tension the whole time like this, but they can relax at least. And this is what we want to achieve. So this was one example, specifically applied to a right thoracic scoliosis. Of course, the same works for the left side. Of course, the same or similar things happen in our lumbar spine because also we have muscles that are shortened, muscles that are elongated too much. And we have pain on the elongated side. So for example, I have a left lumbar curve. So my curve goes like this. Here is the curve. And when I have pain, I always feel the pain here on the left too long side. Muscles here are under eccentric tension. What we need to do is to release the muscles that are concentric, that are too short. And I believe that this dynamic of different tensions plays a very huge role in our posture and our balance and our spine. And I really believe that we can do something about it and we can improve our posture. And that's what I want to talk about on this channel. I hope you will share your thoughts with me as well. And I really hope we can rebalance together and we can work on our spine and we can feel better together and just live a life pain-free and really try to get longer, get taller, get stretched and get balanced. Thanks for watching.